Hi there, Jen Roque here at stampcampwithjen.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. I'm so glad you decided to join me. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'd love it if you'd continue joining me every Monday. Invite your crafty friends to join us as well. We have lots of fun making a project every week. Today is my monthly Stamp Camp to go, so we're actually going to make 3 projects today, which is even more fun. Hi, Jessica. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy Monday on this rainy Florida day. As you join, please say hello. Let me know where you're joining us from. I love seeing you guys. Hi, Kay. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh. So I was telling my son this morning, he's only got like 4 weeks left of school. And that's also when I go on the Norway incentive trip with Stampin' Up! I'm so excited. Hi, Joan. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining us. So, hi, Casey. My baby sister's here and my mom. My mom is going with me on the Norway trip, and my husband, I think, is sick of hearing me talk about it because I think I bring it up multiple times every day. I think he's ready for me to go so he doesn't have to hear me bring it up anymore. He says he's not. He says he's going to miss me too much, but I think he'll be happy not to hear about it every day. So the Norway incentive trip, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. It's something only a very, very small percentage of demonstrators earn. And I was so fortunate to have such awesome support from you guys last year. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to post lots of pictures. I'm really excited about it. I really can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around here in a minute. We've got a lot of fun things to go over. Lots of things are changing in the next week actually, with Last Chance products and the new catalog coming in, Last Chance products going out, retiring stuff going out, and the new catalog coming in. And then I've got some other events and stuff that I'm going to talk about as well. So lots of fun stuff always going on here. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around. I'm always afraid I'm going to hang up on you guys. Fingers crossed that I don't hit the wrong button. Let's see here. Whew, okay. That's always good. All right, get my lights on so it's nice and bright. So my son is watching The Walking Dead. He's like obsessed with it. He powers through it. He goes to school and then he comes home and gets his chores done and then he just sits in front of the TV and watches Walking Dead. He probably watches like 4 or 5 episodes a day. It's crazy. He's so into it. And when big moments happen, his jaw drops and he just gets so into it. I think it's so funny. So we just finished watching that like about half an hour before I came on here. He loves it. Okay. So, as I always say, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, please, or even if you're returning, please like, comment, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to either my Facebook page, if you're watching on my Facebook page. If you're watching the replay from my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you never miss a video notification. I also have a Pinterest channel or a Pinterest page where I upload my projects as well, and then you can always find the latest news at stampcampwithjen.com. If you head over to stampcampwithjen.com, there's on the top little bar up there, there's a subscribe button. If you click on that, you can sign up for my newsletter, which I send out every Friday morning with lots of Stampin' Up! News, as well as updates on things I have going on. Like I have my paper shares and my In Color Club going on. I send a monthly project tutorial out to my newsletter subscribers. It's just exclusive to them. A lot of times they're the first to know about certain events and things too. Also, if you hit subscribe, you can subscribe to get my blog posts sent directly to your inbox so you never miss a thing, okay? If you subscribed and you're not seeing them come to your inbox, check your spam folder because sometimes they go there, okay? Hi, Carol. Thanks so much for joining us. All right. So those of you, if you choose to shop with me, I would love that so much. I have a rewards program for my loyal customers. For every $25 in an order before shipping and tax, you earn a point. Once you get up to 20 points, you earn a $50 shopping spree. I pay the tax, shipping, everything. All you have to do is keep track of it. And then once you hit those 20 points, you just send me an email with your order numbers and your dates, and I verify them. And once I've verified them, you send me your order and I take care of everything. Hi, Sylvia. Thanks so much for joining us. I do want to note too, I did recently update this. This is only for like in-person and online orders. I am not giving points out for In Color Club or product shares anymore. That was something I did in the past, but it's just too hard to keep track of all that stuff. So I need to have an order number associated with your points. All right. And then this is something, so retiring products, I think I threw out that last chance products picture, but retiring colors, okay? We have these 11 core colors that are going away, right? So Bermuda Bay, Mint Macaron, Pacific Point, all those, okay? So these are retiring after May 1st. These will not be part of the core color collection. We have 11 new colors that are coming in. These colors here, I made these, I designed them, made them with all the little stamps and cardstock strips, and they have the different color families that each one's going to. So these are the 11 new in colors that you will be able to order beginning May 2nd. Okay. And these will be permanent with all of the subtles and regals and neutrals and all that. Okay. So these are the colors coming in. A lot of these, like you'll notice, Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, these are colors that were retired that Stampin' Up! Brought back. And there are 4 new ones that are completely new. This Azure Afternoon's very pretty. That's a new one. This Pecan Pie right here. Yes, I said pecan, not pecan. I'm from Georgia, so we say pecan. Lemon Lolly right here, and this Bubble Bath, which is really close to Fresh Freesia. I really like that. So those are the 4 colors that are completely new that they added to the core colors, okay? And then, like I said, the ink colors are going away. A lot of this stuff is gone. A lot of the ink pads and the re-inkers, a lot of that stuff is gone. So I really hope you guys were able to get that stuff before it went away, okay? And then these are the 5 new ink colors that are coming in this year. They're kind of a little more on the muted side. Like I've said before, I was kind of iffy about these colors, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw them in the catalog, but once I got them in front of me, I really like them, and I think there's gonna be a lot of good use and a lot of just really pretty things that you're gonna be able to make with them. They're a lot prettier, and I feel like it's that way with a lot of things. You can't really get the true, like the true color until you see it in person. So it's really neat. So I really like a lot of all those colors actually. And I think that happens every year. People are creatures of habit, right? So you get new stuff and it's hard to kind of get used to something new when you're used to all the old cool stuff that you really like. So whenever new colors come in, you're always like, but then we've grown to really love them because I felt that way last year too, but I love all these colors. I've used them so much, especially lately. I've been using Sweet Sorbet a lot, and we'll actually even use that today. So, and then speaking of, well, we'll get to this first actually. So with the new catalog, there will be price changes coming in. So with those last chance products that are on sale, now is a good time to get that stuff, as well as anything that's about to go up in price, because there are quite a few things that are going to go up in price with the new catalog. I have a full list at stampcampwithjen.com. So when that new catalog goes live on May 2nd, those price increases are going to start on May 2nd, okay? And like I said here, May 2nd, that's when you'll be able to order from this beautiful new catalog. I think all of my customers should have their catalogs by now, as well as little packets that I mailed out to you guys that include those little core color and in color samplers that I made. So if you don't have them, let me know. I'm curious, but I think all you guys should have that by now. So yeah, May 2nd is when you can order from this new catalog. And then if you're interested, I am offering paper shares and an in color club this year. You have until April 30th to sign up for that, okay? All the details are at stampcampwithjen.com. Just look for this little picture. It's about the same without the sign up part in the middle, but it has all the details. You'll sign up by April 30th, and then I'll send invoices out in May, and payment will be due in May, okay? And then the last thing I have is I do bingo 3 times a year. And so my next bingo event is coming up. So if you're near the Villages, Florida, which is where I am, I'm right outside the Villages. A lot of people know where that is. I'm about, well, I say like an hour north of Orlando, so that might make it a little easier. But if you're near the Villages around June 3rd, join me for Stampin' Bingo. We have a lot of fun. I give everybody a little swag bag with little treats in it, Stampin' Up! Goodies. We play bingo, we make cards. There's a ton of opportunity to win prizes. So if you'd like to join me, reach out by May 12th to sign up. That is the last day to sign up, okay? What else was I going to say about that? If you go to stampcampwithjen.com, I have a little calendar button at the top row. If you hit the calendar link, it'll take you to my events calendar, and you'll be able to see all the details as far as price and what's included and everything there, okay? All right. So that's all I have for today. Lots of interesting new things coming out. All right, so let's get to Stamp Camp to go. This is always fun. So before we get started, I just want to show you, I do have some kits still available. So if you haven't had a chance to get a kit, reach out to me. They are $20 if you want to purchase them directly. Like say you already have the stamp set and the supplies that you need to go with it, and you just want the kits. They're $20, which is $15 for the kit, and then it's $5 for the first class shipping. That's what that all includes. And they come all pre-packaged. I have a little newsletter thing on the top, and then I put them in these really hard cardboard mailers, so they're not going to get bent or anything, so you don't have to worry about that when they ship, okay? So everything's included. All the paper is pre-cut, pre-scored. Any embellishments that you might need are in here. You just need the stamp set, some inks, and adhesive, and that's really it, okay? Maybe some scissors. So that's how they come. And then this month we are using this Taco Fiesta Stamp Set. This is Erica Serwin's $1 Million Stamp Set from the January through April mini catalog, and it is carrying over to the annual catalog. It's so much fun. I love all the little faces and stuff. I've seen lots of really cute cards with this. So that's what we're using today, okay? And then we also need these blends, okay? This is Parakeet Party, the light one. We need our light Daffodil Delight. We need our light Sweet Sorbet, our light Tahitian Tide, and light Polished Pink. And this one I know is retiring because this is one of those in colors that's going out right now. So if you haven't had a chance to get that and it's still available, try to snag that real quick. I love all the pinks. Anybody that knows me knows I love pink. So we also need our tuxedo black or some sort of black ink pad. And then I forgot to grab my Parakeet Party ink pad too. I'm gonna grab that real fast. So we need this too, your Parakeet Party Stampin' Pad, and you'll see why, okay? All right, so let's get started here. I'm just gonna grab a spare stamping sheet that I was using here, a little graph paper. All right, so we're gonna make this one first. This is one that I made. It's not as like in your face. Oh, this is really bright, hold on. Let's see if that's a little better, there we go. So that's not as in your face. It just has the little nacho chips on the background. I thought that would be kind of a fun one to do. So we're gonna grab the kit for this one because I have all the kits all ready to go in here. So grab your kit if you're stamping along with me. Your kit that has the bright green card base, that's the Parakeet Party. And then you should have some little dots in here in your envelope. They're probably stuck in there. You have one big one and two small ones. I'm just gonna leave them on top of my envelope so I don't get them mixed up and lose them because that always happens to me. And then you should also have a piece of basic white. This is your card liner for the inside of your card. This is Orchid Oasis, and the host paper we're using is the Flowers and More Designer Series host paper. That's the one I really thought would be fun to use with this set. So we're gonna fold our card base in half. I score them all for you, so all you have to do is fold it in half and burnish it with your bone folder. There we go. Now we're gonna grab our stamp set here, and we want this little cluster of the little nacho chips right here. So we're gonna grab those. I'm gonna grab a Stampin' Block. Let's see, this is a B size Stampin' Block here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our Parakeet Party ink. We're just gonna do some tone-on-tone stamping here. I always like to stamp on my work surface just to make sure I have a clean image. So really all we're doing is we're just stamping the background all the way around here. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it kind of all over the place. I'm just re-inking every time I stamp. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want that kind of nacho design in the background, the chips. Because a lot of it's going to get covered up. You can rotate it around if you want to. I'm just kind of doing it all in the same direction for the most part. Maybe twisting a little bit here and there, but nothing too crazy. And then if you have some little spots, like there's a spot there, I'll put a little chip in there. It should be fine. Okay. So now, if you're not sure, hi Julie from North Dakota. Oh, I do. I like this stamp set too. It's so much fun. So if you want to, before you put everything down, if you want to make sure that you got enough coverage, you can just kind of put your Orchid Oasis piece in there, and we have a good background coverage, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus, whatever adhesive you want to use. You just adhere that DSP layer to the Orchid Oasis. It's got a little bit of a border around. And again, the tutorials for these with the measurements are all going to be at stampcampwithjen.com when the replay is posted tomorrow morning on Tuesday morning. I always do the Facebook video Monday night, and then the tutorial and supply list and everything with the replay goes on my blog on Tuesday morning. So we just want to do like a little, we're putting it in the top left-hand corner here, kind of off center a little bit. So you want maybe like 1/2 inch on the top and the bottom there. Okay. And then I have a piece. How big is this piece? It's 4 inches. It's a 1/2 inch by 4 inches long. And we're going to take this sentiment that says, "Your nacho average friend." I thought that went well with the little chips in the background there. So we're going to put our, well, get a new Stampin' Block out for that one. And we're gonna do this one in Tuxedo Black ink. And kind of towards the end. It doesn't have to be all the way at the end there, because you need a little bit of space because we're gonna angle it. So leave about 1/2 inch or so on the edge there. Oops. And make sure it stamps nice and clean. I'm just gonna stamp there, good. And I always like to cover my ink pads up so I don't accidentally knock into them or spill something on it and ruin it. So like I said, we're just gonna go right next to that nacho and angle it up to the right. And then we will line this up probably about 1 inch from the bottom of the designer series paper, but you wanna line up that sentiment strip with that left edge right there. So we'll just take a strip of Stampin' Seal Plus and line it up with that left edge. That's even a little shorter than my original one, but that's not a problem at all. And then we're gonna grab those little dots that I said are in that kit, and we're gonna grab our, where'd it go? All my take your pick tools. Oh, here we go. I love this take your pick tool. I use this thing all the time. So if you just take your little putty end here and you push it down against your embellishments, it will grab, the putty will grab your embellishment, and then you just stick it down onto your surface and it comes right off that putty. I think that is the coolest thing. I love that little tip. So if you can hold those little things, it's hard because I cut the little piece off of there, so it's not much to hold on to. If you can't do that, you could always use scissors or just use your fingers too, which you may have to do because it's hard to grab the little plastic piece here. I just realized that. There we go. But that's a good tip, is to keep those embellishments on your envelope or somewhere near you so you know it's not going to just disappear on you, okay? All right, and that's our little subtle nacho card. Your nacho average friend's got the little nacho chips in the background. That'd be a good, it's a very masculine card. It reminds me of like masculine colors and stuff. I thought that was good, so. All right, and then don't forget, that's right, we have our basic white card liner that we have to put on the inside. A lot of times I don't do this on camera, but since these are in the kits, we got to make sure to put our card liner on the inside of our card here. So cute. All right, so now it's complete. Card liner and all. All right, so there's card number 1. So the next card that I did, this is a fun fold card. I thought this was so cute. I was laughing, Mom, I'm going to call you out on this one. She was like, I didn't realize that was a piñata. It's just a cute little horsey. Yes, it's supposed to be a piñata. So we're going to stamp the little piñata horsey thing, and then we'll do a little candy in the corner. And then I used the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder, which is carrying over, and I embossed a little strip, and I thought that was perfect since you always sing happy birthday to people. I put that in the back there too, okay? All right, so let's grab that kit. So that one is the, here it is. I was like, where'd my open kit go? So that is the pink one, the one with the pink card base. I'm always sad when pink stuff retires because pink is really my favorite. They had, I think Magenta Madness will be my all-time favorite pink. I love Magenta Madness. And this one doesn't have any embellishments, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? And this paper, again, is from that Flowers and More Host Designer Series paper set. You can still get that with a $150 or more order until May 1st, okay? So this one has 2 score lines. So we're gonna fold it in half, just like a regular card base, right? Use that bone folder to flatten everything out, and then you'll have this little partial score line right there. See if you can see that there. This is polished pink. Polished pink. So this is one of the pinks that's retiring this year. This was an in color. So yeah, that little strip, you're just gonna fold that flat back on itself, okay? And then this little piece is our card liner on the inside, but we are gonna stamp the little candy stamp on the corner down here. And I like to do that before I put everything together, just to make sure if I have a boo-boo, as I say. You can always flip the paper over. So we need the little candy cluster here. So we're gonna grab that. And I'm gonna put my nacho chips back and use this block here. Okay, so, and I don't know if you guys know this tip or not, but when they have the images stamped inside the stamp case here, you line up your stamps on top of those images, and then that's how you know where it goes. That's how you can double check that all your stamps are in your stamp set. So that's usually what I do. I just line it up in there, and then now you know, okay, my stamps are in here. And maybe I'm missing one, like obviously right now we're missing that little candy piece because we're about to use that one. But I do that. I love that they printed it on the inside, so it really helps a lot for those photopolymer stamps there. All right, so again, we're gonna grab our Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and we're gonna stamp our candy. So stamp once, just for good measure. And then I did it so the little, like the little twisted candy on the bottom, the little circular candy is in the corner. So we're just gonna stamp it just like that. See, so you have that little circular candy right in that bottom corner there. Okay. And then to color it, we're gonna grab our light polished pink here. And I'm gonna color that little circle candy with the polished pink. Real small. You don't even really have to do this, but I thought it added a little bit something to it. And then we're gonna grab our light Tahitian Tide, and I'm gonna do the right wrapper edge at the very edge, and then skip one and do that little stripe, skip another one and do that little tiny section. And then we'll do our light Parakeet Party and color the rest there. So you're just alternating the Parakeet Party and the Tahitian Tide. Cute. And that's just a little bit for the inside there. So we can go ahead and put that on the inside. And see, it does, those Stampin' Blends will come through the paper. So I like to make sure I have something below whatever I'm coloring so it doesn't ruin my work surface, because that is a possibility. So we're just putting this on the inside of the card here, just like that. Okay, and then you'll flip that down and you have that little piece that's folded back onto itself. Okay, so now we can put this designer series paper on this flap right here while we're adhering things together. That's really pretty too. There's so many pretty patterns in this paper. I love it. It's perfect for spring. Be used for all kinds of stuff. So we're just gonna center this in between the score line and that left edge. Okay. Just like that. And then we're gonna fold this flap back, and we're gonna take this strip that I embossed with the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder, and we're gonna center that in the middle there. It's so funny because my son, he's doing so good in band, and he just loves band. And oh, you gotta be careful with this too, because with the embossing, it'll pull the tape up with the Stampin' Seal Plus, so be really careful. But I made a birthday card for my husband. We had a big birthday bash yesterday, and I was showing Ethan my card, and he's like, oh yeah, that looks really good. It's got all the notes. And I used this embossing folder, and he's like, that's a treble clef and an E flat. I don't even know what he said, but he can recognize all that stuff. He's been doing so well. He just started band this year, and he already made jazz band, which is like the top band that they have for middle school. Like, we went to their concert at Christmas time and they just blew us away. And I told him, you need to try out for jazz band. And he has been practicing and he made it, and he was so excited about it. He's just, it's night and day how far he's come. It's crazy. He's doing so good. And he even played happy birthday to my husband and my dad and my father-in-law, who have birthdays coming. My dad and my father-in-law have the same birthday. It's 3 days after my husband's birthday. And so we had a big joint birthday party for them yesterday. And my son played happy birthday on the trumpet, didn't have to look at sheet music or anything. I was so impressed. Ooh, he's doing so good. All right, so this is a Stampin' Block D, and I'm grabbing that little pinata horsey here. And we're gonna get our tuxedo black again. Ink that up really good. I'm gonna stamp off once just to make sure we have good coverage. And then that little white rectangle that's in your kit, you're gonna stamp him right in the center of that. Just like that. Okay. And now, actually, let's do a little bit more stamping. We're gonna do the Holy Guacamole, It's Your Birthday. I just grabbed a little, I did a solid oval out of the double oval punch. So that should be in your kit too. So we're gonna grab that Holy Guacamole, It's Your Birthday, and stamp that too while we're stamping. And then we'll color. Yes, he did very good. He was so funny when he made jazz band. He's like, I'm a jazz bandist. I was like, we were teasing him. We're like, is that a word? But he is very excited about it. All right, so we're just gonna stamp that Holy Guacamole, It's Your Birthday right in the middle. Oh, see, I didn't stamp all the way. I'm gonna try to line it up and go over it. And if that doesn't work, I'll flip it over. Let's see, without re-inking, you can do that. Let's see, will it work? Will it work? Let's that's not bad actually. It worked pretty good. That is the beauty of these photopolymer stamps. You can line it up and you can see through the stamp to line it up again. Don't re-ink if you do that. Just line it up, looking straight through it, and stamp again. And if it doesn't work, then flip it over and use the other side. But I figured I'll try it, and it came out pretty good. I'm not too mad. It's a little fuzzy on the top, but nobody will notice. I don't think so anyway. All right, so now we're gonna grab our light polished pink. Again, you guys know I love pink, and we're gonna color his, her, whatever, ears in pink. And then the little snout, nose. Kind of reminds me, the nose kind of reminds me of Peppa Pig from that show. I used to laugh when my son watched Peppa Pig because, you know, kids, they mimic everything. And we're going to do these little rug frills that are on its back. He used to say, you know, they're learning to talk, and Peppa Pig is English, British, and say, oh, we're going to go to the post, and look, there's an aeroplane. And my son used to say that all the time. He'd call it an aeroplane, and we just thought that was so cute. It was so funny. We're like, oh, he's obviously been watching a lot of Peppa Pig because he's starting to talk like her. All right, so for this little tail here, I'm just gonna color the 3 different colors that we're gonna use. So this polished pink I did on that top. We did the ears, the nose, the little frill around the neck, and then the little fringe on this. I guess it's like a little rug or mat or something on the back of the piñata. And then I'm gonna grab the light Tahitian tide again. And I'm gonna, again, like we did with the candy, we're gonna alternate. So we're gonna do this first little circle first, skip one, and then we're gonna do the little wavy part in the middle with the Tahitian tide. I love these colors. They're so vibrant and bright. Just make you happy. And then we're gonna do the middle little tail piece over here. And then last but not least, we've got our light parakeet party. And we're gonna fill in the rest of this little mat on her back here. And then this other little section. And then the last little tail string. And that'll be it for the coloring. It's not too bad. There's not a ton of coloring, but I love Stampin' Blends. I really think they add just a little special something to a card when it just brings it to life when you color it like that. There's something totally different. And you could mix it up with whatever you have on hand. You don't necessarily have to use these colors. I just thought it went well with the paper, so that's what I used. But you could use whatever you have. So we're just going to adhere this to our Tahitian tide piece that's in this card. And then you notice there's like a big blank space over here. So we're gonna put that holy guacamole part right in the corner, right up there, okay? So I'm actually gonna take the Stampin' Seal Plus and just put it right in that top corner up there. And then we'll put the sentiment right in the corner, just like that. So it really kind of fills in that blank spot right there. Now this part, we're gonna kind of center this maybe about, it's probably about 1.5 inches from the top, and then just kind of center it in the middle there. So just want to do one little strip right in the middle of that parakeet party, and then we can kind of line it up and figure out where it needs to go. And then just press it down just like that. And that's it. You have this cute little fun fold birthday card for somebody. Isn't that fun? Oh, I love it. And you could put little rhinestones and stuff on there, but I thought that was plenty. And then you got the little candy peeking out in the corner. Super, super cute. Okay, so that's card number 2. And then card number 3 is this last little taco card. Again, using that paper, that Host Designer Series paper. This circle I punched out using the 2-inch circle punch, which is part of the online exclusives right now. I think it's on back order, but keep checking in because they always get new inventory. If that's something that you don't have yet. These layering circles is what I used for the Sweet Sorbet circle in the background. Those are retiring on May 1st. Will be the last day you'll be able to get those. So if you don't have those layering circles dies, I'm keeping mine even though they're retiring because that's a staple that you could use all the time. Those are timeless. So, all right, so now If you have a kit, get your kit with the black card base. That's the one we're gonna do next, okay? And so in your kit, again, you have 3 little matte black dots in your envelope. So what I would do, like I did with the last one, mine are buried in here. If you can't find them, they're probably stuck in the bottom of your envelope. So I'm just gonna leave mine right on the envelope so I don't lose them, and kind of set those to the side there. And like I said, this is a 2-inch circle from the 2-inch circle punch. This is a little strip that I use the Banners Pick-a-Punch to punch the edges. And then this is from those layering circles dies that's retiring. So these are gonna overlay, and then our little sentiment's gonna go over there. So you have 2 basic white pieces. One is for the inside of your card and one's for the front of your card, okay? That's why you have those 2. So we will go ahead and fold our card base in half. I'm gonna put one of these inside my card so I don't forget, because I always seem to forget to put my card base in there. And I'm using Stamp and Seal Plus. I really like Stamp and Seal Plus because I live in Florida where there's a lot of humidity, and Stamp and Seal Plus has a much stronger bond with your paper. So I don't worry about my cards coming apart or anything with that stronger adhesive. So, all right, so now for this one, we have little 1x4-inch strips. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna line those up with the top and bottom edge of our white card piece here, and we're gonna adhere those down, and that's how we make our little card front there. So just a strip on the back should do it. I'm just gonna line that up. Make sure, yep, there we go. We'll do the same for the bottom. So if you're enjoying this, please give me a little thumbs up or a heart and let me know in the comments when this video is over. I love hearing from you guys. I do this every month. I feature a new stamp set or bundle, and I come up with 3 different cards. So I would love it if you'd purchase the kits and craft along with me, but if you just want to watch the videos, that's fine too, but still give me a little comment and let me know what you think of today's project. I love hearing from you guys, okay? So this one, we're gonna go ahead and put this on our card front. I just trimmed a little bit of those DSP strips, because if they come off the white, sometimes it looks a little funny. Like this one's a little, it's minute, people probably won't even notice, but it drives me crazy sometimes. So if it's a little longer, sometimes I trim them down. All right, so we're just gonna center this on our card front here, just like that. And we'll set that aside while we do a little bit of stamping. We're gonna get our little taco and then the little cute smiley face out, and we're gonna stamp those. So let's put our stamps from the other one away like I showed you guys. We're just gonna line these up here. And just line them up, and then you find your words and you line those up as well. And then for our little horsey pinata, we'll open this up, line those up as best you can, put it on there. And same with our little candy piece here. We're gonna line that one up. Okay, now we're gonna grab, where is it, Spectacular. Let's see, I have a long one I can use. I have a little, this is a G block. This fits perfectly with this one. So I'm gonna use that for the Spectacular. And then we're gonna grab this little taco. And we're using the C block for this guy. It's like the perfect size. And then the little face, I have a little, what is this? A little A block here. I'll grab the little smiley face. Where's that one? This one. And that's perfect for that little smiley face right there. Okay. So now when we stamp the taco, we want to do it towards this top half because we're going to layer our little sentiment strip on the bottom. So we're just going to line that arc of the taco along with the arc of the top of the circle here. So again, grabbing our tuxedo black ink. I'm gonna test it out. Yep, good. And we're just gonna stamp it towards the top up here. Cute. And then our little smiley face. Always test that out. And we're just gonna put the little smiley face on the right-hand side over here. And you don't have to do that. I just thought it was cute. I love these little smiley faces. I think they're so adorable. And then Spectacular is gonna go in the middle of our little banner strip here. As best you can do. There we go, perfect. All right, so now we're gonna put that away. All right, so we're gonna do some coloring for our taco. So I have light Daffodil Delight that I'm gonna do for the taco shell real quick. And I like to take, for big sections like this, I'll just go around the edge with the bullet tip and then I'll fill it in with the brush tip, and that just makes it faster because I'm impatient. So I will do that. I think mine are getting a little dry. I need to order some new ones. Can't remember if this is, oh, it's not too bad. So we're just gonna fill it in with that brush tip there really fast. Once you get those edges with the bullet tip, you don't really have to worry about it as much. Okay, so that was the light Daffodil Delight. And then we're gonna use the light Sweet Sorbet for the little rounded pieces. Those look like little tomato pieces to me. So we're gonna use light Sweet Sorbet to make them look like little tomato slices. There should be 3 of them. Okay, and then that light Parakeet Party, we're gonna color the other ones to make it look like lettuce coming out of the taco. Just like that. Like I said, very minimal coloring. I know not everybody likes to color. Sometimes it's a pain, so I kind of keep it light, but I do like how the Stampin' Blends coloring makes everything come to life, and it really gives it a new dimension. Okay, so we're gonna stick this taco piece right in the middle. So I'm actually gonna use some liquid glue, but you can use, you know, whatever adhesive you're comfortable with. I just like liquid glue, especially on anything that I kind of wanna have a chance to adjust in case it's not perfectly straight. That's when I like to use liquid glue. So we're just gonna put that in the middle there. Then I always use my finger to kind of rub it all over, make sure that glue is nice and flat underneath your paper there. Okay. And then we are going to just put a little strip in the middle of our seal. Oh, you like the set, Joan? Good, I'm so glad. And then we're just gonna put this little guy right below that taco, kind of centering the words under the taco there. And now we'll take some dimensionals and pop this guy up. Oops. I can actually put a little strip in the middle here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Use up those edge pieces. That's always fun. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. Oh my goodness, come on. That little piece does not want to come off. All right, so this guy is gonna go off to the side a little bit here, just on the left-hand side, maybe about 1/2 inch above this bottom strip here, just like that. And then now we have those little black dots that we wanna put on. So let's see if we can grab the little one, if I can hold it. There we go, we'll put a little one here. The other little one will go like right up here. And then the big one, I'm gonna have to use my fingers for this, guys. We're just gonna put this one right under that little banner, just like that. And that is it, you guys. That is my stamp camp to go for April with the Taco Fiesta stamp set here. I love these cards. I love how they came out. They're so much fun. just put all these together so you guys can see the recap here. So those 3, that's what we made today. Like I said, I do still have a couple of kits available through, what is it, Tuesday? What is tomorrow? The 25th. If you want to place a $40 online order with my class host code that's listed at stampcampwithjen.com, I will send you these kits for free. All you have to do is do it through Tuesday. I'll leave the host code open through Tuesday if you still want to do it. If you want just the kits, reach out to me by the end or by Friday, we'll say, and I'll be happy to mail you the kit as well. Or instead, if you don't want to place an order and you just want the kits, okay? For May, I'm going to do my best to have a stamp camp to go, but I have a lot going on before my trip. But I am going to do my best to find something and make it before I go, but we'll see. So I might not have one for May. We'll see. Just stay tuned, okay? Don't forget In Color Club and product shares. You have until April 30th to sign up for those, okay? I will do a reminder next Monday. Well, no, next Monday will be May. So yeah, that's Sunday is April 30th. So you have until Sunday to sign up for my In Color Club and paper shares if you're interested, okay? If you need any of these supplies for today's projects, please shop with me, Jennifer Oak, at Stamp Facebook Live. That's interesting. I thought it would just ignore it. My father-in-law is trying to call me. Okay, well, on that note, I should probably let you guys go. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can email me at jen@stampcampwithjen.com. Okay, guys? I hope you enjoyed today's project. Again, give me a little thumbs up or a heart if you liked it, and let me know in the comments below. Until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye, guys.